what have you. When I was growing up, there was nothing that I regretted or dreaded hearing the most than on a Saturday morning when I wanted to watch the cartoons. In my house, the TV could not come on until the chores were done. Was that your house as well? That television better not be on watching Mighty Mouse, Superman, Batman. Nobody, not one thing. You weren't going to hear the television at all on Saturday morning until all your chores were done. And the worst thing of all is that if you thought you had done them, everything was in your mind complete, and you would go to the television, turn the television on, you and your brothers and sisters all gathered around the television to watch your favorite cartoons, and your mother came in, my mother would come in, turn the TV off, your work is not done. She'd call you in there, you didn't sweep under the bed, you didn't dust that table good, the dishes, there's still a dish over there that's not done. Has anybody ever come up in that kind of a world? I know that's not our current reality, but that was my reality. And it made me think about unfinished business. Unfinished business. Let me give you the text to talk and the takeaway. The text this morning is John 21:25. John 21:25. It's the last verse of the gospel according to John. Jesus did many other things as well, John is writing. If every one of them were written down, I suppose, he says, that even the whole world would not have room for the books that would be written. In John's diary, that we now call John's Gospel, or the Gospel according to John, he ends it with an epilogue that blows our mind. He says, we didn't get the whole story. It's incomplete. The story is not finished. It's unfinished what we have. And we just don't have a record of everything that he did. Now, Jesus' story, as was written, is unfinished. Always is as well. Always is as well. So I want to ask you to hear this. 3 things with respect to unfinished business. The first thing is this. God is not finished with your finances. God is not finished with your finances. Right now, you may be dealing with some situations that seem overwhelming. Like, I will not be able to make it financially. But trust me, as Jesus' story was not completely written, neither is yours. It's not finished. God does not operate on, how can I say it? Fixed income. God doesn't operate on a fixed income, and neither are you. As long as your hand is in the Lord's hand, he is Jireh, and your finances simply are not finished. Quit thinking that they are. Quit thinking that you're at the end. Quit thinking that, oh, this is my retirement check, or I'm never going to get a raise. I'm never going to get a promotion. God is not finished with your finances because God is not on a fixed income, and neither are you. Second thing is I want you to get with unfinished business is this. God is not finished with your relationships. God is not finished with your relationships. Whether that relationship is ruptured, it can be repaired or even replaced. Whether that relationship is ruptured, it can be repaired or replaced because God is simply not finished with your relationships. The third thing is this. God is not finished with your spiritual walk. He's not finished with your spiritual walk. Growth in God is continuous. It's not finite. It's infinite because he's an infinite God. And there is nothing he will withhold from you, in particular when it comes down to growing in grace, anointing, the power to walk in and to believe him to do great things in your life. It's not finished. So if John writes in his diary that we now call the Gospel according to John and says that Jesus, Everything that he did, we cannot get it into the book. The volumes would fill the earth. So it is in your life. So it is in your life. Things are not done. Quit thinking that it's a final situation, whatever you're dealing with right now, because God will come in and finish all that he needs to in your life. What's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this: God has some unfinished business in your life. So trust him to complete your story. God has some unfinished business to do in your life. So trust him to complete your story. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. I have more morning manna for you tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. And please, don't keep the manna to yourself. Share the manna. Share the manna. God bless you. See you tomorrow morning with more morning manna. Bye now.